have action. Car started. I am on my way. We're off. We're off to the Braun farm. I go to the Braun farm every Monday. There are people who would say you're doing the same thing over and over again. You know, you're really not advancing yourself very well. I think that the real test is when you do things like this that you have to do on a regular basis, and you find new ways to see them, new ways to observe, see how they've changed, see how you've changed, see what their evolution has been, what your evolution has been. As you study these things, you figure out more about yourself than you do about the farm. And that's the whole point in this. I really enjoy being tested this way, studying to see what I can observe that is different and what I see about myself that is different. And myself may be simple. It may be new techniques I've learned. It may be a new tool that I've acquired some way. It could be a decision to use an old tool a new way. It could be a decision to see the things I've seen before in exactly the same way, to see if I can find a new way of showing someone else what they look like. Those are heavy challenges. A lot of people want to travel from place to place to place and see something new and different constantly. I'm not convinced what good it does them other than perhaps having a checklist. They can check off, I've been there, when they take one of those great internet tests. How many states have you been in? How many national parks have you visited? You know, how many plaques have you seen hanging on the wall? How many county courthouse bathrooms have you been in? Well, the question is, how do you see your world today differently than the way you saw it last week? How are you different? How is it different? How do you tell someone else it's different? So now I'm at the Braun farm. It looks very, very ordinary. Let's see what we can find that's going to be a little bit different. Alright, I'm back in the car. I just finished the barn and the farm. Not a lot new and different today. Soybeans are in. They're small. They're not filled out yet, but they are soybeans, which means that there wasn't a lot to do today other than look at soybeans. So I did just that. I found a plant that had been trampled upon, so I grabbed the beans off of it and took it around and put it on a bunch of different backgrounds just to see what I could come up with for different backgrounds, trying to make something unusual and different. Not that I haven't shot that before, but it's the first time this year, which makes it kind of interesting. I did it kind of in a hurry. Didn't spend a lot of time because I figured I'd be doing it again and again when the beans get more full. I also looked around for anything new and unusual. I didn't see a lot, except over in the edge of the woods there were some yellow flowers. So in my head I figured, what the heck, I'll go take a look at them because they might make something good in the foreground with the farm tableau and scenic in the background, which did work out pretty good that way. I haven't done an edit, but it looked good. Most of what I shot today I shot on the iPhone, which I typically do at the barn for a couple of reasons. I really like the edit I can get in an iPhone. That's really nice. I don't mind that at all. And I like the fact that I am limited in capability. That is, it's a fixed focal length lens. I really have very little that I can do about changing aperture and depth of field. I'm kind of stuck with that. The camera by itself does a very good job of throwing backgrounds out of focus if you focus on something close.